Hello, this is Tommy Lovett, and once again, I'm back on YouTube, and today I'm playing Sentinels of the Multiverse. Not just, the vanilla kind of Sentinels of the Multiverse, but more like modded, homebrew Sentinels of the Multiverse. It's a superhero-themed card game where you fight against a single boss, which is the villain, and you basically work with, up to five heroes. It can be played solo, so I decided to play as all of the characters here. As you can see, I have very much jumped deep into the modding sections of this particular game on Tabletop Simulator, which is where I'm playing this on. There's even a common writer. I mean, it says Masked Warrior IRO, but it's clearly based on Kamen Rider, so I'm just going to call it. So yeah, it's been a while since I did a video of any kind. What you need to know is the villain always starts first. They play a villain card and end their turn, while also having instructions on what effects they do have. Like, for example, for Baron Blade, at the start of the villain turn, if there are 25 or more cards in the villain track, Baron Blade's to Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam? Sorry, I'm not really good at pronouncing things. But yeah, basically today I'm going to be playing at least one round of that using modded decks. Because I really like mods. I mean, using out Sonic the Hedgehog for Christ's sake, I'm not going to stop myself from using mods. Anyways, yeah, the villain starts first. They play a villain card. They start a villain turn. They play a villain card. End their turn. Then the hero's turn starts. They play a hero card. They use a power that every character has, which basically is like their own little turn phase. They draw a card in their turn. In the environment deck, which is a unique little thing that's basically represent where the battle is taking place. So right now we have Megapolis. And yeah, basically at the start of the environment turn, playing the environment card and then the environment. And the H of the circle is the number of heroes currently being played. So yeah, let's get started. Now, since it's the villain's turn first, I'm going to start with what Baron Blade setup is. Now, at the start of the game, put Baron Blade's villain card into play. Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam Adventure side up. Search the deck for the card Mobile Defense Platform and put it into play, which we already have. And as long as it's on the field, Baron Blade will do the damage. So we have to take that out first. Thankfully, it has its own health bar, so we can just do 10 damage to it. Then we can focus on dealing with Baron Blade. Alright. Let's play a little card. Blade Battalion Minion. Alright, that's another targetable character. I'm not going to go over every little detail on how this game works. I'm just going to let you figure it out as we go along. And I may very well misinterpret or miscalculate things, so I might miss like a special ability effect or something. And, it's not going to be something I'm worried about too much, so. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero with the highest HP X melee damage, where X is the current HP of this card, so that would be 5 damage. Alright. Since the highest character, okay, it says to attack the highest HP hero, so that's going to be Goku, so he takes a good 5 damage from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of damage right away. And now it's time for the hero's turn, so we gotta start with Sonic. I already drew up all the cards for the heroes, but I haven't revealed them yet, so I'm gonna reveal them right now. We have Super Sonic. Increase all damage dealt by Sonic by 3, reduce all damage dealt Sonic by 1. That's the end of... This is actually a pretty good card to start with. I'm gonna play it. It's ongoing, and it'll go on for as long as the effect is active. Since we don't have any rings cards in play, it's probably going to destroy itself after his turn, but we can still use it to deal 3 plus damage, which is a lot of damage. Okay, that's damage taken token. There we go, that's 1, 2, 3. And then we put damage taken -1 because it also gives us some resistance. Okay, now we played that. Now we're going to use spin jump power to deal damage to a target. And that's 5, which is just enough to deal damage to the Blade Battalion. So I'm going to have Sonic stack that with his power. And that will destroy the Blade Battalion and keep us from getting hit by them. And now, since we already used his power, we just have to draw a card in turn. So it says draw. And we got Homing Attack. That's a good one. Alright. Now it's Goku's turn. Let's reveal the cards. Alright. Super Saiyan Blue. Increase all damage dealt by Goku by 2. Reduce all damage dealt by Goku by 2. Start the turn, either the Son Goku deals himself 14 damage or this card is destroyed. This is basically like his own version of the Supersonic one. I'm going for it because he has a lot of health. And we would like to deal a lot of damage. So we're going to do that. Alright. Now we're going to use Punch. Goku deals 2 melee damage to a non-hero target, but it's going to be like 4 damage because he's going to be attacking this. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're doing some damage. And then we just draw because we used up our power for turn. It's another Kaioken. Alright. Now we're going to go over to the Kamen Rider tribute deck, which is based off of Kuga, which is nice. Kuga's a very nice Kamen Rider. Now let's see what we got. Basically, this is a very complicated deck because there's like a bunch of different effects that you can use depending on the form he has, because he's got like 4 character forms that he can take. You got the purple, the green, the blue, the red. This is my first time messing with this kind of deck in particular, so it's going to be complicated. Okay, when this card destroys, Growl deals a target X damage by type where X is equal 3 times the number of ongoing cards in the trash. Then destroy Warrior's Boom. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use Hurricane Strike because it's the simplest one to go with. I'm just going to deal 2 damage. 1, 2. And there's like, you can't really do anything with Iron Blend because we can't strike twice because it's the same target, so that's all we can do with that card. Now we're going to use Henshin. Yes, I am a Kamen Rider geek and I very much like saying stuff like that. So yeah, now Raul deals the target 1 melee damage and switch to one of his colored forms. So we're going to deal another damage to the defense platform. It's on 3 points right now. And let's go red. I just have to set, there we go. There we go. That's the Kamen Rider I like. Alright, now we just draw our card and then return. Oh! Alright. Next we're going to be using Rimu's deck. Another modded deck. Well, I think Rimu's deck might not be working. That's awkward. I probably check to see if Melissa's deck is the same. No, her cards are fine. But Rimu's cards... This is technically cheating, but since I'm doing some work... Oh my god, is her whole deck just missing artwork? Well, that's not good. I guess I'll just have to replace Rimu with someone else. Since it's such short notice, I'm going to go ahead and grab Tempest. No, let's grab Ra. Ra's a good card. Good character. Plus, it'll take less time than getting another modded deck in. That's a shame. Hopefully, the Melissa deck isn't affected with the same issues as the Remu deck. All we have to do is shuffle, turn it around, face the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Alright. Alright, Blazing Tornado. That is very useful. I'm going to put it on there. It has its own power, because powers are not just bound to the hero cards. There's also other cards that can have powers, but you can only use one power per turn. So I'm going to use this power to destroy the mobile defense platform. And there we go, it's destroyed. Now it can deal damage to the boss itself. Now just draw a card, because we used up our power already. Now I'll go on to Melissa. Let's see what cards she has. If you easily destroy one unknown environmental card, no, that's not useful. Damage dealt by spells increased by 1. Never use power add 1 to the charge up pool. That's probably what we can use right now. This is the charge up pool. Mechanic unique to this model deck. Alright, we'll do that. Now we have. Oh, that's rather blurry. But I can barely make out what it says. The Magician deals 1 target and 2 energy damage. You may draw a card. So yeah, we're going to deal 2 energy damage. Actually, it's going to be 3 because we have the signature hat. 1, 2, 3. And then we draw a card. Which is going to be 2 cards we draw because that was just power phase. Draw phase comes right after that. So we used power, we're going to add 1 to our charge up pool. Which I'm hoping comes useful later on. And now we go on to the environment deck. Now, this particular environment deck can have anything ranging from, targeting instance. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals each hero 5, because we're using 5 heroes because of that little symbol, minus 1 fire damage, so it would be like 4 fire damage because we're using 5 heroes. And look for the environment trash for impending casualty and put it in play. But since it's not starting its turn yet, you have a chance to stop it. It has 10 hit points like the mobile defense platform. And now it's the villain's turn once again. So we just play another card. Hasten Doom. Baron Blade deals each hero target 2 toxic damage. Play the top card of the villain deck. So that's like 2 cards for 1. Ooh, Blade Italian again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So that's 2 damage. Since Sonic has got this still, it does still just be 1. Goku basically negates all damage from that because he has damage taken minus 2, meaning that Baron's Blade's Hasten Doom doesn't damage him. Our Kamen Rider guy isn't so lucky. Ra gets hit too. Melissa gets hit too. Alright. Now the hero with the highest HP is going to get hit with this card's 5 damage. And currently, it's a tie between Sonic and Kamen Rider Kuga. I'm going to make it Sonic since he has a decent amount of the cards to help him avoid damage anyways. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 because he has damage resistance from his Super Sonic card still. And that's the end of the villain turn. So now we're going back to Sonic's turn. Since we don't have any rings or anything, we have to destroy this card and lose all the effects it gave us. Alright, let's see what we got. Increase all damage dealt by Sonic by 1. I think I'm going to use the homing attack to deal damage to this particular card here. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to use his spin jump attack to destroy it. There we go. Easy peasy. Now we just gotta draw a card and then return. Good, we got some rings. Now Goku's Super Saiyan Blue works a little bit differently. Either Goku has to deal himself 3 energy damage or discard it. I'm going to keep the 1, 2, 3 to take the 3 damage in order to keep this going because I like the idea of being able to deal more damage. Now we have this is going to be a risky. It's going to be a bit risky, but I'm going to use the Kaioken card. Whenever Goku deals damage to a non-hero target, he deals himself 0 energy damage. But because we have a modifier that gives us total +2, we're going to take +2 damage when we attack Baron Blade. Or actually +4, because we're stacking that on top of Super Saiyan Blue. So yeah, we're going to attack Baron Blade with our punch power, which is going to deal 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of damage. This card should be in the grave because it's a one shot. Alright, we're doing a lot of damage. Now we just gotta draw our card and then our turn. And some Super Saiyan Blue. Back to our Kamen Rider character. So let's see what we can do. You may use an extra power during your power saves. Alright, I'll make use of that. Wave Line Winner, which is this bike. And because we're on the red form, we can use we get ourselves an additional bonus for using power, which we deal 2 melee damage with. We do that. Deal 2 melee damage to him. 1, 2. And because we're in the red form, we get to draw a card. And next we can use Cho Henshin to damage, switch to a new form and damage our enemy. Alright, let's pick the green one. I think the green one will be useful. There we go. Alright. Now we're going on to Raw. We're going to use Summon Staff card. Search our deck for Staff of Ra and put it into our hand. There we go. Now we gotta shuffle our deck. You may draw and you may play a card. So I'm going to play Raw, Staff, and draw a card. And we've used this one, so we're putting it in the trash. When this card interplays, Raw heals free HP, so that's the 1, 2, 3. Increase damage dealt by Raw by +1. Alright. Now for the power. I'm gonna stick to just using, yeah, this one. Raw's gonna use Blazing Tornadoes to return. I'm gonna use Blazing Tornadoes power to deal free fire damage to Baron Blade now. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we used up our power, so we draw another card. Alright, now it's Melissa's turn now. Alright. Let's use one room. Magician is immune to projectile damage. At the start of your turn, you may play a non-spell card, one shot, or draw a card. Alright. I don't really want to use any of the cards here, so I'm just going to use the power from the the hero card and deal 1 target 2 energy damage. 1, 2. Then we draw a card, which gives us more stuff. Because we use the power to have more charge up. Alright. Okay, I think that's about it for this character. Now we're going back to the environment. Oh, right, I forgot about that. At the start of this environment, during this card deals each hero 4, 5, plus 1 fire damage. Then look for the impending casualty ability. Alright, so each character takes 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, because he has damage resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we gotta look for that impending casualty. There it is. Now I'm gonna have to shuffle this again. At the start of the environment turn, each hero will destroy one of their ongoing cards. This card deals any hero that does not destroy an ongoing card creates psychic damage. At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard 1 card and destroy this card. Basically, it's forcing us to get rid of some of our cards if we don't want to take any extra damage. But yeah, that's the end of the environment turn, so we're back to the villain's turn. We only have 4 in our graveyard, so no effect happens yet. After this villain gets a bunch of cards in his graveyard, he basically gets to use his tractor beam thing, because it's basically just a tractor beam to bring the moon to Earth. That's basically what it is. But it's... Oh no, not a Blade Italian. It's gotta be like the 3rd copy of that card we've seen. Well, it's gonna be able to target with the highest HP, which is Goku, apparently. No, wait, I think it's Kuga. Yeah, so 5 damage to Kuga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, I think that's the villain turn done. Alright, go back to Sonic. First things first, I'm gonna play the Rings card, which basically gives us when Sonic would be damaged, you destroy this card to prevent that damage. Then when Sonic would be incapacitated, you would have 3 or more copies of Rings in play. Instead, destroy all Rings in play and destroy Sonic full out. So yeah, basically getting these and playing them is very good for defenses. That's why I'm not so worried about Sonic's defenses. Okay, so let's use his power. And we're gonna deal some damage to this, so we can lower the amount of damage it deals to our highest health targets. Now we're going back to Goku. Now I'm going to keep Kaioken, even if it does more damage to Goku, because we are dealing a lot of damage for this. I think I'm going to destroy Baron Blade with damage Goku has with Power Punch. This doesn't say limited for some reason, so I guess we can just use more Kaioken to get even more damage. And I think that might be an exploit, but I don't know. I mean, in the anime, Goku could stack Kaioken, like times 3 or times 5 or whatever. At least that's what I think happens in the anime. Yeah, whatever. We're going back to Kuga. And then see, search up the free cards, real total of free cards. Alright. Select up the free decks, reveal a total of free cards from the bottom of those decks. And for each card, each deck, place 1 reveal card on top of the deck. So place the undercards on top, the bottom of the decks in the order. So basically it's like a weird sport card. But since I'm in the green form, I also get a chance to deal target 3 projectile damage. So I'm going to play Ancient Mysteries. And we're gonna take 3 decks. I'm gonna. Why does it have to be so specific? 3 cards from the bottom. I'm gonna put Immune Fire on top of Raw's deck because that's how it works apparently. This is gonna be a difficult one to figure out. Alright, 3 cards from the bottom revealed. And now we place one reveal card on top of the other cards on top of the reveal decks. Alright, we're gonna shuffle this deck. And we may as well just group these cards together and put it on top of the deck. That's one. I'm gonna do the same for Melissa because she's not really got a lot in the way of cards. She really needs some damage cards to come in. We're gonna reveal. Oh god damn it. So there were some cards missing. Let's just treat these as unused cards. Let's just keep going with the most of the deck that's still intact. That's a shame. Alright. Non-directional laser. Signature hat. A nice white. Alright. Wait. We have to shuffle it first. I'm gonna go to Sonic. That's the last step for Ancient Mysteries card. Tornado. Super Speed. Swift Scouting. Reveal. Alright. I'll just group them back together and put them on top of the deck. Alright. Now we get to deal our projectile damage to the blade. Oh, this card's already dead. Alright. 1, 2, 3. So we've now got 20 points left. We're basically halfway through beating them. Alright. And we can get to use our Cho Henshin to deal melee damage and switch our powers again. This deals 1 damage. I'm gonna go back to red. There we go. And draw a card because that's the end of our turn. Now we're back to raw. Ooh, this is good. Fire Blast. Gonna deal 6 damage thanks to our Staff of Raw. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. He's only got 13 points left. And we still get to use our power, so we're gonna do another 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Less than 10 points. Yeah, nearly beaten this loss. Now back to Melissa, who, despite having her deck being filled with some holes, she at least retains enough of it to give us this. Okay, we'll start us over. Let's use this one. The magician deals 1 target, 1 energy, and 1 energy. And I'm guessing we have +1, so that's 3 damage. Draw a card and discard a card if you have 10 or more. I don't have 10 or more tokens, so that last part probably doesn't matter. Let's just draw a card and deal our damage. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now it's the environment's turn. And we're gonna have to see. At the start of the environment turn, each hero may destroy one of their ongoing cards. The card. Alright. First thing first, I'm not gonna do it for Sonic. Actually, scratch that. Just do it. That's basically what the card is for, anyways. Sonic doesn't take any damage. I'm going to have Goku suffer 1, 2, 3 damage so he can keep his double Kaioken plus Super Saiyan Blue going. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. We don't really need to worry about destroying our cards or anything. 1, 2, 3. I already have a duplicate of the broom, so I may as well get it. This is low on health, anyways. Then I have to add another charge point to use powers last turn. And yeah, there we go. What? Okay, into the environment turn, one player may discard one card to the short screen. Alright. I'm gonna discard this card and have Sonic destroy it. Ooh. We also have to take 4 fire damage for each target. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Thankfully, Goku has some resistances. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But thankfully, Baron's pretty close to being dead anyway, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about the damage taken from the environment. But there is also the matter of the card we're going to draw. Summoning Mono now. Another 10 health card. At the start of the environment turn, this target deals 2 cards with the highest HP, 5 damage each melee. Okay, we should probably try and wrap up this battle before it gets to that point, because we will be taking 10 damage for the 2 people. If we're back to Sonic's turn, he has a little less cards, so we can manage. Wait, let's draw a card after I play. This all Sonic damage dealt by Sonic by 1. Alright, let's do that. I'm going plus limited. Now we're going to deal 3 damage to Baron Blade with our spin jump power. There we go. Now we can draw a card. There we go. I think Goku's going to be the one to get the win. This is overkill. Okay, so that damage I'm going to be taking is 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he resists 2 of it. But yeah, he's basically going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to Baron Blade, and boom! We win the game. That was pretty good. I mean, I have the video game version on this game, so it probably would have ended faster if I had just played that, but then I wouldn't be able to use character cards like Sonic or Goku to beat up with the variant villains. And we may have some issues with some character cards, decks just not having all its cards intact. But yeah, I'm really glad I gave the Kuga tribute deck a try. It has a lot of interesting things going for it, even if it is a bit complicated for my taste. So yeah, I guess this is where I'm going to cut the video now. This has been Tommy Lovett, and thank you very much for watching.